piece about Reagan pleading to avert a maniac war. And I think it's something that's worrying everybody about the whole nuclear thing, but he doesn't want some fool or some maniac or some accident triggering a kind of war that's going to end the line, be the end of the line for all of us. And that's coupled with the plea for the development of the MX missile, so I think that says it all.
There's so much politicking in all that. You can't really believe that both sides are serious. I mean, I think that's...
Well, I think it's about time they sort of talked about, you know, a deterrent maybe, instead of, you know, maybe to escalate the arms. It is becoming more and more dangerous. I mean, the more they escalate, the more out of proportion it all gets.
Now then, I don't know whether people outside London are bored with our clamp down here, but everybody's on about it. Well, I think they're probably watching with some fascination in case they get a few.
It's in every paper, but I think the Times has got it best. They've just got the sign itself, and it says, this vehicle has been immobilized, do not attempt to move it. Well, surely they mean remove it, they mean, but I mean, that's quite nice as well.
Perhaps they mean don't attempt to move the car. I mean, heavens above, how they think anybody could try and move a car with one of those straps.
But the other thought is, you see, I mean, if it is causing obstruction, then it's still going to cause an obstruction if they clamp it. But I suppose at the real cases, they'll tow it away or whatever.
Well, it's the £30 odd and the taxi fare that is the real deterrent.
Absolutely, yes, yes.
Taxi drivers will do well out of that.
Yeah.
The Express.
Yes. This is a sad moment here for this man who's a cycle ace in Italy, and he's won this race and he's supposed to meet Miss Italy on the podium, and decided that he was too ugly.
Oh, he decided?
No, they decided. An official explained, to be blunt, he is too ugly, and it would make a bad impression to put such an ugly champion on show. The handsome runner-up received the kiss instead.
Ah, he'll never be a star. No. He'll never be a hero.
No, that's quite...
An ugly Italian, that is quite something. A cartoon in The Guardian.
Yes, back to the... That's another ugly sort of scene.
Political cartoon.
Yes, and I think that's... I like quickies like that. Grunt, snort, the language and the tools of diplomacy. It's just about her. And something that's close to home for me is the Solar Home in Sizewell's Shadow. Rich in alliteration, that headline. But there is a public inquiry going on at Sizewell, at Snape, about Sizewell, and not many people know about it. And it's a very, very important inquiry. And, well, I don't mind plugging it one bit.
That's where you live, in
I live in Suffolk, yes. And, I mean, the whole nuclear question. In fact, there's another piece in the Telegraph, which is Washington's nuclear electricity supply thing, and they've ordered 5 stations, and they're £1.5 billion in the red. They can't even pay the interest on the money they borrowed to build these things in the first place. So the
miners would provide the coal, wouldn't they? Really?
The miners would provide the coal, I think, and you know, the wind or the water. Yes. There's something in Wales, aren't there? They're digging an off-peak electricity. They pump the water back up the top, and it just drops down. It's no mess. I mean,
I know, but you don't want your reactor. They don't want a pit in the Vale of Belvoir. It's very difficult to please everybody. Isn't it?
I know. I agree. But I mean, the pit in the a hole in the mountain which no one can see. I mean, it isn't with a concrete block. It's going to be dangerous for 1,000 years afterwards. It's a good debate.
Thank you very much indeed for your survey of the papers today. Selina.
And in fact, it's Russell with today's stars.